Here at UCF, we basically, our goal for our young men is to graduate early. We make our players aware that this is the expectation here.
The most important thing that they told me when I was in the recruiting process was about my academics, and that's something that I looked at to be very important. That's something they really do care about, and that's the #1 thing Coach Leary wants to do is graduate his players.
Other coaches came to the house, telling me things that I wanted to hear, but he told me one thing that I needed to hear was that he guaranteed I was going to graduate. So I was very thankful and receptive to that, and that's why I chose UCF.
We tell our young men, when you come in as a recruit, your expectation should be to come here. You take a full load every semester, you go to summer school every summer, and then you just do what you're supposed to do. You don't mess around failing classes. And just by doing that, you're able to basically graduate at least a semester early, if not a full year early. And then during your final year of eligibility, depending upon whether or not you redshirt, you're able to either start a master's program or work on a second bachelor's degree.
Being in high school, I really didn't think about getting my degree, and especially not a second degree. I was just thinking about NFL, not really thinking about academics. Everyone wants to go to the NFL and have another chance at the next level, but if you really want to be successful, you have to think about a plan B. And me already graduating proves that they really do want us to become successful in the classroom also.
My goal was to complete an undergrad degree in business management, which I did in the summer, and I got into a master's program at UCF that's very prestigious called the DeVos Course Management Program.
The way the economy is nowadays, you have to have a master's degree to be marketable. So for our young men to be able to leave here, to continue to go on and just be able to get a master's degree while still playing football, that puts them already ahead of every other college graduate that's coming out of the gate. And in Joey Grant's case, he will actually leave UCF with a bachelor's degree, a master's, and then an MBA degree.
I've kind of set long-term goals for myself. I understand that I'll be finished playing football at some point, everybody will be, but I'd love to continue working in sports, whether that's in the front office, whether that's in the player personnel. My ultimate goal is to be a general manager in the NFL.
Me already graduating, it really makes me think about what I want to do after I'm done playing football, working in hospitality or anything dealing with communications, which is a lot of things. I feel like I'm in a good place right now, and can't wait to see what happens.
Even if our players go on to the NFL, you still have those degrees in your back pocket because you will need them. Maybe not when you're 23, but maybe when you're 28 or when your playing days are done, you're going to need those degrees for the rest of your life. And as Coach says, he won't promise that you'll play, but he will promise that you'll graduate. And that has really been emphasized, the fact that you're not just graduating once. At UCF, you're graduating multiple times, all still while a scholarship student athlete.